Hey everyone, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. And in today's pick a card, we are going to be doing what your spirit guides want to tell you today. These can also be messages from your angels, whatever kind of force that helps guide you in this reality. This is the messages we're going to be getting from them. So whatever spiritual force helps you in this world, we're getting messages from these people today, or these entities today. One thing I want to say before I get started, I had 4 piles originally, but it's pretty late when I'm filming this, and I wasn't tired when I started filming. And as I continued filming, when I got to group 4, I got really sleepy. And so I decided to cut it off at 3 groups tonight. And I have the bird chirping outside my window, which is like sign to like time to go to bed. So I have 3 groups in front of us today. We have the Danburite for group 1. This is group 1. We have the Snakeskin Agate for group 2. And we have the Aquamarine for group 3. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds, but it's time to go to bed. All right, I'm going to let you guys choose your pile. Fun fact, in some of the groups I shared why I'm up so late tonight. So if you are in one of those groups that got that story, it's kind of entertaining because, well, I guess I could tell you right now. If you don't want to hear the story, just skip to your group. But I had coffee ice cream tonight pretty late, and I didn't realize, I forgot coffee ice cream has caffeine in it. So that's why I'm up so late. But anyway, it's like 5 in the morning. And yeah, I'm finally getting tired. So I'm going to go to bed after this. I'm just filming this intro last thing. So I'm really excited for the readings. They turned out pretty good. We got a lot of really decent messages. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to watch. All right, let's get started with group number 1, the Danburite. Hey, group 1, this if you picked the Danburite crystal. So really cool crystal. This one's actually has a really high moss hardness on the moss scale. I think it's like at an 8 or a 7.5, or pretty sure it's like an 8. Yeah, really hard crystal, doesn't chip easily. Let's get into your reading. So I have like 3 decks that I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. I'm going to be using the Self-Care Oracle, Sacred Self-Care by Jill Pyle. And I'm going to be using the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland, and then some tarot cards. So let's get right into it. So first, I'm going to pull a Animal Oracle card for you guys. And the one that popped up on top was Nightingale Spirit. We also have Koi Fish and Groundhog Spirit. And this is just extra confirmation for you guys if you've been seeing a groundhog or a squirrel or something like that, or you've been noticing fish symbolism. This is just extra confirmation. But your main spirit animal that's coming through is this nightingale. Then I'm also going to pull a self-care oracle card, and we have Plan a Vacation. And I'm going to pull a Moonology card. And we have Hold Your Vision. Very cool. Okay, and I'm going to pull some tarot cards for this reading. I'm going to be using... Actually, I think I want to play with the playing cards today, actually, too. So I'll pull tarot cards and playing cards. I'll be honest with you guys, it's really late at night. I am normally in bed by like 2 in the morning, and it's 4 in the morning, and I just decided to film a reading really late because I'm nocturnal practically. But it's also because I ate some coffee ice cream, and yeah, didn't realize it had caffeine in it. Okay. Let's get some playing cards for you guys. 10 of Spades is coming out with the 10 of Swords over here. Let's see what else. What other cards want to come out? We have the 8 of Hearts with the Strength card, and we have the King of Spades with the paired with the 4 of Wands. Okay, let's get into your reading. So with Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. One thing that's interesting about your spirit guides as they're coming through, with Nightingale Spirit, love is all around, I feel like this could be your angels too, but I'm picking up spirit guides for this group mainly for some reason. Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. Your spirit guides want to let you know that you can access and find love anywhere you go. You have the power of this 8 of Hearts card, right? Which just means you're very likable. It means you're very charismatic. It means that no matter where you go, you can find love. Specifically, your spirit guides are saying that you can find love with people who are more impulsive in nature, and they're saying that your tame, kind of like humane side can like calm them down. There's something about you taming the beast is what I'm seeing with the Strength card. And so they're saying that love is all around, and specifically with animals or even wild animals, you can probably see love in nature in that way. So if you guys are feeling uninspired in the love department, or feeling like, you know, the world's got you down, or feeling like you're not seeing the love in the world around you, I'm seeing that if you watch like nature shows, or you watch shows with wild animals or wildlife or anything having to do with nature, I even see going into nature could benefit you. With the Nightingale Spirit, I see that like the sound of songbirds could really be beneficial. So I feel like wherever you are, birds could kind of end up being a close companion in your life, or a spirit guide, or they're kind of like, I'm seeing them as like a sign that your spirit guides are talking to you, is kind of the thing that I'm seeing. So I feel like birds communicate when they're trying to release a specific message for you, or maybe trying to warn you of something or something along those lines. So I feel like that's really important to pay attention to, like the chirping of birds around you. I feel like your spirit guides communicate through animals like that. I'm mainly getting this animal to like represent how they kind of communicate, and that's kind of how it's coming through, at least in this reading. With Plan a Vacation, your spirit guides just want you to know that it's important to take time off from whatever you're doing and to plan. They want you specifically to plan a vacation. And with this woman with her third eye up here, they want you to plan a vacation using your intuition. So picking a spot that you can access, that you can get to, that you can afford, and just picking a spot that like calls out to you specifically. Like where do you want to go? Planning vacation in this instance does not mean asking around and seeing what your friends want to do or where your friends want to go and just going along for the ride. This planning a vacation, this is coming through specifically as something that your spirit guides are saying that you want to do, or that you are feeling called to do. It's like in the back of your mind, you're thinking like, I want to go to this place. Or in the back of your mind, you're thinking like, I want to travel to this location, or I want to experience this type of culture, or I want to experience this type of even food maybe, or I want to experience this type of experience, right? Your spirit guides are saying plan that vacation, make steps to go there, because I'm seeing with the King of Spades and the Four of Wands, these are both very positive, lucky cards. King of Spades specifically means that if you take the lead on this, if you take a leadership position in planning this vacation, you will see a lot of benefits, specifically with this culture or this group that you're trying to visit, that you kind of are wanting to see. I feel like with the Four of Wands here, they're going to welcome you with open arms, right? This is the archway for the destination. And these people back here are welcoming you to their home, basically. So I feel like you'll have a lot of welcoming, positive, cordial energy when you plan this vacation and going on this vacation. And with the King of Spades here, I definitely see that there is this element that like, if you take charge on this project, you will succeed. Like, you will have a successful vacation. You will have a successful trip. I feel like the people in this country or wherever you're planning to go, they really want you there, or they're going to be very opening and accepting of you being there. I think you're going to learn a lot too about other cultures. If you choose to travel to another community or another country or something like that, I feel like you're going to learn a lot about yourself. I feel like also with the Four of Wands here and the King of Spades here, I feel like this could indicate, let me roll the astro dice just to see what kind of information this is giving me. Okay, we have Mercury. Okay, so I was wondering if Venus was going to show up. If the Venus showed up, I was going to say this, or like Mars or something, there you could have a personality, and I'm going to still say that message. It's almost like you could find someone that you could marry in another country, or find something about the culture that's so influential to you. I'm seeing with Mercury here, something you could learn about this culture is in the way they communicate and how they share information. This is coming through for some of you. I feel like a lot of you, you've been learning a language. Specifically, you've been learning some kind of language, and you are nervous to go to this place because you don't know if you're prepared, if you know the language well enough. And the Mercury influence is coming here saying that communication is blessed in this time period. On this vacation, communication will be blessed. So don't worry about communication issues. It's coming through as saying, like, don't stress about it. There will be ways around that when you go to this location, and you can really get the most out of this area. Is kind of what I'm seeing. That's the one thing your guides are trying to push you towards, is they're saying in the back of your mind, you know you want to go to this place, and just go there. Just plan it. Make the effort to go. So I'll move this out of the way for now. With Hold Your Vision, there's some project that you guys are working on, and your guides are saying that it's a project that you might feel like there's like a destination to it, or you feel like this project, there's an end point or something like that. But with Fixed Moon, this means something that's going to last for a while. And so with Hold Your Vision, I'm hearing like enjoy the project, because with the Ten of Swords here, I'm seeing that it's like this project, I feel like you guys really enjoy it, but you're trying to get to the end of it, right? So you're pushing the project more and more and more, trying to get to the goal or the destination. The Ten of Swords is showing you that the destination could be, not that it will be disappointing when you reach it, but that reaching the end of the destination kind of means the end of the fun. You know, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So they're kind of saying, like, hold your vision, keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about having a destination for this project, right? They're saying just hold your vision and keep working on the project, right? Keep it a fixed thing in your life, because that way you will kind of avoid this ending by constantly being on the journey, right? Because what your guides are trying to explain to you is that the journey is fun. Like the fact that you're on the journey and you're doing the journey and you're doing the thing, right? That's the fun part, right? Like you're already having fun. So why burden yourself with like a destination or some kind of endpoint for this goal? You know, it's almost like you guys are thinking like, you know, this is a lot of fun, but like, you know, this project needs to have an ending, right? And this ending has to come, right? I'm being shown that this ending could be painful, and not painful. Painful is the wrong word. It's just that it'll be more disappointing. The reason the Ten of Swords came up is it's saying like, you know, avoid the ending. Like the journey is the most important thing. When you reach the ending, you know, that could be, it's almost like your guides are saying, this journey is technically lifelong. It's almost like there's a paradox here, right? They're saying don't reach the end, right? Because if you reach the end, but then they're not giving me any information after that. They're saying like don't reach the end, because if you reach the end, and it's just like blank. So there's kind of this symbolism here of like, this is a lifelong project that you're working towards, whatever this project is, and it's supposed to be fun. The thing that you're supposed to be enjoying about this is the journey, right? So holding your vision and how you feel you're going to progress in this project and how you want to be and how you want to act doing this project, that's the most important thing. This Ten of Spades is coming through to say that you guys are like, the cards and your spirit guides are wanting me to tell you that you guys are pretty hard workers. You're pretty tough and determined, and you have the ability to have a lot of success with this project that you're doing. And it's only it's basically the amount of work you put into it is going to create success. And with the 10 here, this is a card about like a lot of success. So it's a card about easy success too. So whatever this thing is, it seems as if as long as you like keep the vision in your head of what you want to do or how you want to be or how you want to behave, because I'm seeing that might be a factor in the project. With 10 of spades, I see that the work effort is going to come through in spades, basically in spades, right? 10 of spades. So that's something there. With Nightingale Spirit, love is all around with the Strength card. I am seeing that like taking care of your health could be really important and could increase your popularity amongst people. That's something your guides are saying. They're saying that like taking care of your health is going to benefit your social activities, and also being social is going to benefit your health. Making sure you're like going out and, you know, mingling with people and like engaging with the people around you, right? With love is all around you, the Nightingale Spirit is basically saying that no matter where you go, you're going to find loving relationships and connections. You might have to look a little bit, but what I'm seeing is that your caring nature, if you show up with a caring nature and you take care of others, love will always be provided for you. Love will always come your way. As long as you're caring for others, you will have this charm and charisma. That's what your guides are saying. They're saying that part of your mission in life is to be a caring individual to others and to help people who are in need. Specifically with the Strength card, I'm seeing you guys might have a destiny to help people overcome their more impulsive instincts or their more animal instincts and kind of teach them and train. Like with the Strength card, I'm almost seeing like a woman who's kind of like training her lion to like not bite, or training her lion to like, or she's like examining the lion's like health essentially. So I feel like there's this caretaking nature coming across in the Strength card that I'm picking up right now in this reading. I'm trying to see if I see anything else. With the King of Spades here, this is a very powerful energy. And paired with the paired with the Four of Wands, I'm definitely seeing that planning this vacation could bring a lot of benefits. If you just take charge and get this ball rolling, right? Okay, I'm going to end the reading there. I just coughed. I'm probably going to edit it out, but I probably need a water break. But I'm going to end the reading there. I think that's all the messages too. So I really enjoyed reading for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, please like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, I'm going to go get a glass of water because my throat is a tickling. Anyway, yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next group is group 2 with the Snakeskin Agate, and thank you guys again for watching. Bye. Hey group 2, this is if you picked the Snakeskin Agate. This lovely, super cool stone that literally looks like snakeskin. So let's get into your reading. So first I want to draw a few oracle cards. We're going to be using Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle, and the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. Everything else is going to be tarot and playing cards. So let's get into your reading. What animal spirit wants to come out for group 2? What do their guides need to tell them in today's reading? We have Cow Spirit. Oh, I have been waiting to get this card. You know, for me as a reader, I'm going to be honest, I will start to dream of certain cards that I've pulled in the past, and I know they're important readings. Connect with fire. I know they're important like for readings and stuff like that, but I won't draw them. Like I could shuffle and shuffle and shuffle, and I would never get this Cow Spirit card. But for some reason in this reading, this means that this card, like I'm probably going to like, I don't know what oh, we have another one coming out. Yeah, your hard work is paying off. I'm not sure what this technically means, but I know it's important, right? Because I've been dreaming of this Cow Spirit card. Like I keep thinking about it and dreaming about it. So yeah, so I'm excited it's in the reading today. So we'll see what pops up. Probably talking too big of a game. Don't want to disappoint you guys. Let's just get into the reading. Okay, so I'm going to draw some tarot cards and then some playing cards, and we will get into it. We have Judgment and the Two of Wands. We need one more. we have King of Cups. And I'm going to draw some playing cards. Let's get some playing cards for Ten of Clubs. Let's see what else wants to come out. We have Nine of Spades for Judgment, and we have Six of Diamonds for the Two of Wands. Okay. I'm going to roll the Astro Dice. I need some clarification on this Ten of Clubs, so I'm going to roll the Astro Dice for you guys. Oh, that's great. Okay. I'm going to leave that there because I think I got everything else. Okay, let's get into your guys' reading. There's a few things your guides want me to share with you, and I have to say, overwhelmingly, all the messages are extremely positive. I don't really see too many messages that are negative. There's some stuff dealing with some negative stuff, but I mean, it's just positive in the end. Your guides kind of are coming through as like, the main message that's coming through with them is like, I will only come across to you in positive messages. I will only come across to you in positive vibes. I won't show up as negative anything. Like your guides are kind of showing me that, like, especially with how the messages come across and the fact that I rolled Jupiter here for the Ten of Clubs, like, immediately, like, my mind, because I sometimes when I redo readings, like, I kind of see everything like problem solution. You know, I'll see like a part of the reading and I'll be like, oh, there's a problem there. Like, what's the solution to that problem? Or what kind of thing can I tell my viewers so they can overcome this challenge, right? So it's not just like, oh, here's your problem. You know, it's like, so you can overcome it, or there's something you can gain from it, right? Because that's how life is. You can always gain something from whatever life throws at you. But basically, like, I was trying to like see if this is like a challenge. You know, I was going to see if Pluto rolled out. I was kind of thinking Pluto would roll out, but it was Jupiter. And I was kind of thinking, like, when I looked over the spread, it's like, it's all very positive, kind of affirming things. I feel like your guides are trying to tell you that they want you to have an easy life. They want you to think positively. And they kind of feel that if you do think positively, you can pretty much have anything you want. That's kind of the vibe that's coming through. It's like the overall general vibe of the reading is like, you know, positive thoughts are going to take you pretty far. So let's see. Your first message with Cow Spirit. This is kind of the spirit guide that's coming through. And I've been dreaming of this card. And so part of me, like, this is going to sound weird, but part of me feels like this message is for me too. Like this specific message here, maybe not the whole reading, but this specific with the Cow Spirit, just because I've been dreaming of this card, you know? And so I feel like this is a message that, if you're watching, this is something that, your guides, it's really important. It's like a really important message that they want to come across for you. I'm seeing a few things here. So Cow Spirit says the miracles are endless. This is just showing me that the abundance in life, what you can achieve in life, all the blessings you can have in life are endless. You can have whatever you want. With the King of Cups here, this is saying that, like, here, these are the keys to having whatever you want, right? With the King of Cups, I'm seeing that, like, keeping centered is very important for you guys. For example, the King of Cups is someone who's so intuitive, so in the intuitive realms. I mean, he's like sitting in the middle of the ocean with waves all around him, water representing intuition, dreams, like anything, you know, that's like deeper or hidden or mysterious in life, right? It's just surrounding him. And he's sitting in the middle of this ocean. So he's surrounded in intuitive chaos is what you could call it, right? The thing with the King of Cups is if he stays balanced, he won't fall into the water. If he stays balanced, he'll be able to be a master of his environment, right? He'll be able to control the water around him instead of having the water kind of, him being fearful of like falling into the water, right? It's kind of like, if you look at the court cards, it's kind of like progressions as far as like a journey goes. The King of Cups is like the master of intuition. So for example, you could have the Page of Cups, who he has like the water behind him, but he's standing on land, right? Then you have the Knight of Cups, who's traversing a river, right? So the water is like traveling down to the river, to the ocean and the beach. And that's what the Queen of Cups says. She's like right by the beach. The water's rushing coming from the river into the ocean. The King of Cups is like dead center in the middle of the sea, right? He's not on the beach. He's not even on land. He's like dead center in the middle of the sea. The only thing he's sitting on is his throne, right? He's just sitting on his throne. And the throne, like mysteriously, is floating in water, right? The throne is literally floating in water. And this is the wild thing, is it's like, it seems impossible. Like what the King of Cups can do seems impossible. And so what I'm seeing with you guys is that there's this element of like you guys seeming to look like you can do the impossible, but like effortlessly. And the key to achieving this is balance and centering yourself, right? If you think about it, the only like logical and rational way this throne that he's sitting on can float in this rough water is if he's kind of like surfing the waves, right? If he's kind of balancing himself on this like water, right? So I'm seeing that there's this sense of centering yourself that's kind of really important. With 10 of clubs, I see that there's kind of this aspect to your mind where your mind is, there's a lot on your mind, right? You also could benefit a lot from teaching others and kind of like sharing your gift of knowledge with others. 10 of clubs can also talk about being in the radio, television, or industries that are dealing with the media or any kind of mass communications networks and stuff like that. So you guys might find, your guides might be hinting at finding work as like an actor or like reading the news or working in, like I'm working for a magazine or writing articles for a magazine or something like that. They're basically saying that anything where you're communicating to the masses could be beneficial for you. But with the King of Cups here, I'm seeing a few things, especially with Jupiter. One of the messages from your guides is that staying centered and knowing that your mind holds the potential to create your reality are the keys to understanding how you can manifest endless miracles in your life, right? 10s are easy success, right? This is kind of like with the 1 and the 0, it's like you have the 1 which represents like initiative, and then the 0 next to the 10 is like the highest number. It's like success, right? Completion. So it indicates this kind of like easy success. With Jupiter here, I see that your mind is a blessing. If you guys feel like your mind, or that you have anxiety, or that you think negative thoughts or something like that, that's probably only your perception is kind of what I'm saying. And centering yourself could clear that up. But I am saying that you guys are blessed with an active mind. You're blessed with an active way of communicating, because that's Jupiter, the energies of the planet Jupiter running through you, right? It's running through your body, and you're basically like destined for success in this life is kind of what I'm seeing. So if you haven't achieved it yet, you're destined for it, especially with communications, especially with dealing with like maybe media or teaching or anything where you're kind of communicating with large groups of people through like anything on social media. Like a social media influencer could apply to this too, especially if you're using knowledge or language or information to get your point across. That could be beneficial. On a smaller scale, this could just mean like, you know, maybe you're a teacher at an elementary school or something like that, and maybe you teach kids, and something about communicating with children is something that really brings you joy and stuff like that, and you find many blessings doing that, or education, right? Whatever the case is, the miracles are endless, and you can pretty much achieve whatever you want in life. With Connect with Fire, with the Judgment card and the 9 of Spades here, your guides are saying that if you have anything in your life that you feel is weighing on you, or you feel is something you need to release, I'm being told burning bowl rituals and connecting with fire is really important. Just being around fire can be cleansing for you guys. So if you have like a bonfire, or if you have a fireplace in your house and you light a fire at night or something like that, I'm seeing that fire itself can be really cleansing for you. This is something that I feel like your guides are telling me that you already know about yourself, that you know you have a fascination with fire. You have a fascination with just watching things burn. They're telling me it's not a weird thing. Like, don't worry that you like, you know, if you like watching things burn in fire, like that doesn't make you like a weirdo. They're saying that's like normal. It's like part of a cleansing process or a transformation process is what's kind of coming through too. With the 9 of Spades here, I'm seeing you can release a lot of negative stuff in your life through a burning bowl ritual, or through writing down what you want to release and throwing it into a flame. could be beneficial for you guys. With Judgment here, I feel like fire also helps you realize what you need to release in life, right? It kind of gives you that feeling of contentment where you know that you don't need specific things. When you start to think about specific things, they feel like they're fading away into the background. Your guides are saying this is important because this is giving you the positive sense of judgment to move forward in your life. Also, I'm seeing all these people surrounded by this campfire. I'm seeing that there might be specific moments in your life where you're with people around a campfire, or you're with people around a fire, and you guys are all communicating and talking. And I'm seeing this is when you feel like you have the best judgment. This is when you feel like you have the best understanding of other people. You have the best work. You have the best way with people. There's a sense of relaxation in this environment. With the 9 of Spades, I'm seeing that sometimes fire for you can signify new chapters beginning or ending. So if you guys see certain things, like I'm even seeing it going as far as like if you see a fire truck on the road, right? That's like a sign that some chapter in your life is ending, right? Or if you like, how do I put this? If you see someone like lighting a cigarette, that could be a sign that like something in your life is coming to a close. It could be as simple as small signs like that, but mainly I'm just seeing that like if someone say invites you to a bonfire and there's like a big party at a fire, like that could signify like a period of your life coming to a close. So I would celebrate that. 9 of Spades can indicate like a mini death or a transformation we go through that kind of lets us release something and let something go, right? I'm seeing fire helps you with that judgment of that. The other thing your guides want me to tell you with your hard work is paying off. I feel like you guys watching this work very hard, or you work harder than people think you work. It's like you're putting in a lot of effort and people don't realize that. People might think with this guy being at home, people might think you're lazy, but there's something about you putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort into what you do. I am saying with this guy kind of being at home and seeing the world, there could be something where you work with world events, but you also are working from home. So for example, with the 10 of Clubs here talking about media, this could definitely be something in media or communications where you have a home job, you have a home office, but you send out like mass emails to people in like other countries or other businesses or something like that. Or it could be that you write articles from home and you send them into a magazine, and that magazine gets distributed to all parts of the globe or something like that. There's something about using your communication abilities at home. It's funny, this is kind of coming through as a career reading too, which is interesting because that's just what your guides want to come through with, I guess, today. Especially this section of the reading. They're basically saying that like with the 6 of Diamonds here, you're the type of person, whatever work you put into a task, you will receive that as a reward. So it's like whatever you put into it, you will get it back. That's kind of the vibe that I'm seeing. And also with the 6 of Diamonds, I'm seeing that like this is going to truly like really be prevalent when you find your purpose, right? 6s can represent your purpose and kind of karma. So there is kind of like a karmic job coming for you, or some kind of karmic job where you're working from home and you're sending out like communication to others. They're saying it could be hard work, or at times it could seem like hard work. But with the 6 of Diamonds here, I'm seeing you feeling like this is something that's meant to be. I feel like this is going to be a job where you feel like it's a passion or it's something you're meant to do. If it's not communications and media, these could be separate things. And the fact that this 10 of Clubs could just mean that using your mind and like communicating with your mind and getting that success is going to still come easy to you, but maybe this job at home does something that's not necessarily in the media, right? It's just whatever this purpose is, I definitely see you guys working from home and having an effect on the world is kind of what I'm seeing. So maybe you have like an Etsy shop and you sell like stuff that you make and you send it off to people or something like that. Whatever this is with the 6 of Diamonds, this is a purpose that you're going to find in your life, and it's going to bring a lot of financial reward just simply because you're doing what you're meant to be doing. I don't know if you guys are currently in this field or not, but with your hard work is paying off. I'm seeing that whatever you're working on with the Six of Diamonds and your hard work is paying off. I'm seeing that whatever you're putting into whatever work you're doing right now, you will receive that payback. If you're not receiving it now, you will get it in the future. It's just the law of karma. That's what the sixes represent, is the law of karma. So I'm really seeing that, like, if you guys feel like you're working your butt off and you're not getting any reward for it, it's coming. I guarantee you it's coming. Let's see. I think that's about it. I think I'm going to end the reading there. I really enjoyed reading for you guys, group 2. Sorry, I have this like constant itch in my throat. I have to keep drinking water, but I really enjoyed reading for you guys. It was fun. It was fun. If you guys enjoyed the reading, please like or comment below. If you really like the reading, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, we are going to move on to group 3 with the Aquamarine. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, group 3. This is if you picked the Aquamarine. So such a cool light blue stone. Let's see. Aquamarine helps with communication. Hopefully it helps me in this reading because I have an itchy throat and I'm like pausing to like cough and stuff and drink water. But yeah, fun story tonight. It's like 5 in the morning where I am. And, the only reason I'm awake is because, okay, so I normally don't drink, coffee. Like I just stopped drinking coffee about like 3 or 4 months ago, but I had some coffee ice cream tonight and I think it had caffeine in it because I'm just not able to fall asleep. So here I am filming pick a cards for you guys. Today in our reading for our oracle cards, we have the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. We have the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle, and we have the Moonology Oracle by Yasmin Boland. I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards and playing cards. So let's get into it. Messages from your spirit guides about what they need to tell you right now. Pieces of advice, what they need to say. What does group 3's spirit guide need to tell them? I feel like some cards are trying to peek out, but then other cards... There we go. Okay, so we have Coyote Spirit. Okay. And I'm going to get a self-care card to see what your spirit guides want to say about your self-care and what they want to tell you about that. Let's draw one from here. We have Connect with Crystals. Cool. Then we get a Moonology card. And the one that wants to come out is Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, South Node. Let's get some tarot cards for you guys. This one wants to come out. We have 2 that want to come out over here. We have the Fool and the Empress. Let's get one more. The Queen of Pentacles for... right here with the Coyote Spirit. And some playing cards, and we'll get into the reading. Okay, what cards need to come out for group 3 for their messages from their spirits and guides? Their spirits and guides. Their spirit guides. Let's see. Let's draw them. We have Queen of Spades for Queen of Pentacles. We have 3 of Hearts for the Fool. And we have 6 of Clubs for the Empress. This is a very interesting reading. There's a few things coming through that are abstract, and it's interesting because there's a few things that they're talking about in this reading that your spirit guides want me to bring up. That's stuff that like I am not aware of or that I haven't like found online or anything like that. But there's little like tips and tricks that I think would benefit you guys. And I think it's interesting because I think that I might play around with some of these things too, because I feel like your spirit guides are definitely want you to experience, and they're encouraging you to experience more of your spiritual side and like your spiritual gifts. And they're giving like a definite blueprint of how to do that. You guys would connect with crystals here. You might be clairsentient, is kind of what I'm seeing, or the ability to kind of like feel energies or like feel people who give off certain energies or certain vibes. You guys might also be good with Reiki or something like that, or you might be able to develop yourself into a Reiki practitioner or something like that. But whatever the case, you have this way with crystals, or if you haven't discovered this yet, your guides really want you to connect with crystal energy and dealing with crystals, like working with them specifically. With the Fool card, they want you to take this kind of like carefree approach to it. So for example, if you have a crystal that you're drawn to, don't really look up or read anything about it. Just start playing with them. Just start buying the ones you like and playing with them. If you can't buy the expensive ones, or maybe you want something that's really expensive, buy the cheaper ones, buy the ones that like you can afford, and just start playing with them. Carry them in your pocket, put them in your, if you're a female viewer of mine, put them in your bra, put them like in different places where you can kind of just like have them on your person. I feel like with the 3 of Hearts here, this is going to change the way you view relationships and people. Specifically, I'm seeing that you guys have suffered, or you have dealt with confusing energies of like, how do I put this? It's almost like you guys don't know who to trust in a sense, because you're paranoid about the energies of other people is kind of what I'm seeing. Or there's something along the lines of like not knowing who to trust energetically, or who's giving you what type of energy, and not knowing where to place your trust in that person, right? I'm seeing these crystals provide, first of all, like a shield and an ability to feel like invincible almost with this Fool card. One thing that I'm also seeing is these crystals can help you navigate how these people truly are. I feel like when you're wearing one of these crystals, you might feel its energy light up, or you might feel yourself change your own energetic vibration when you're around specific people based on what crystal you're wearing. So I feel like learning how inner type relations work and how different people interact with other people using crystals is really going to benefit you in this way. The only example I can think of in my own life to describe how this possibly could work, when I wear dark blue stones, I find that men open up to me a lot. It's the weirdest thing. Normally, men don't open up to me or don't share intimate things with me, but when I wear dark blue stones, like specifically sodalite too, sometimes lapis lazuli, men will, like if I'm wearing one, men will open up to me about really personal stuff in their life. Or the most closed off, like tough-minded man will start sharing his feelings with me. So for example, that's something that's like an example of what could happen in this situation. I feel like for you guys though, it's going to be more profound than that. I feel like for me, when I work with crystals, I only get so much from it. I feel like with you guys, with connecting with crystals, you will benefit enormously from experimenting with different crystals, wearing them around, and seeing how different people interact with you. I feel like you already have a good grasp on what people are like, but I feel like working with crystals, it's going to be like, how do I put this? You know, when you're just getting into dating people and it's like, maybe it's the first time that you're experiencing different types of people and relationships. And 3 of Hearts talks about this. It talks about sometimes like dating around, or kind of like seeing a lot of different people, or exploring your options, right? I feel like this exploratory nature, especially with the Fool here, talking about that free kind of exploring kind of nature, but like very childlike exploring nature, just playing around with it with crystals, I think is going to bring you a lot of joy in this lifetime. And your guides really want to let you know that it could be a lot of fun, right? It could be really entertaining. It could be a lot of fun. I feel like you will open up a whole new world, right? Where you can kind of explore this world and see how people relate and different people interact, because I feel like you guys are meant to work with crystals specifically. So So yeah, so something for that message from your guides that they're kind of sharing with you guys about like working with crystals. I feel like the more people you interact with when you're having different crystals on you, the more you're going to understand your crystals better, the more you're going to understand people better, and it's just going to be overall a really positive experience. Because I think you guys are clairsentient, and I think sometimes clairsentience has this way of kind of reading the energies of others or picking up on the energies of others. I feel like with the crystals included, playing with the crystals, they're going to provide this extra layer of like knowledge and information. It's almost like they're translating the clairsentience to you guys as like information, basically. So you'll pick up different things about different people based on whatever crystals you're wearing around them. So yeah, fun. That's a fun thing. I've experienced some things like this with crystals, but not to the extent that I'm picking up in the cards that you guys will. Like to you guys, it's almost like a playground. Like I feel like you'll enjoy doing it every day. It's something that's really fun. If you already work with crystals, you already know this message. Your guides are just saying that this is part of your purpose and path is to like work with crystals. Okay, let's get into the other messages. I feel like with Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Spades, you guys are very hardworking people, or you're coming across as very hardworking people, but I feel like there's times where you get stuck in a pattern or stuck in a plan or stuck in a way of doing things based on what has worked in the past, right? And so you're kind of want to make plans, like organize your life, make plans, organize your future, get everything like pinpointed into maybe like a list or something along the lines of that. With Coyote Spirit, Trust and Divine Detours, they're coming through to say that like your spirit guides are saying that what appears like something that's trying to trick you or lure you off your path can sometimes be a blessing, right? And just to be aware of that. Be aware that not everything that is coming at you in like a kind of crafty sort of way is necessarily something that's bad. Basically, if something throws your plan into a whack, doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, basically. So if you have surprises in your life, those can be good. Those can be beneficial. With Trust and Divine Detours, there's moments where I feel like you guys, because you're very spiritual, right? Like I see that you guys are very spiritual. It's like when these moments happen, there's like a wrench thrown in your plan. There's always like a positive angle to it. There's always a silver lining. And I feel like you guys always see that silver lining, but maybe you ignore it. And your guides are saying, pay attention to that silver lining. That's the message. That's the part of the plan that is meant for you to take that detour, right? That's a divine detour, and to trust in that divine detour, right? If something throws you off your plan, but you do not see the silver lining in changing plans, then that's a no-go. You probably want to just, restart the plan, keep on your plan, whatever you guys do with that. But like what I'm seeing with the Coyote Spirit is if you see that silver lining. I'm also seeing feathers in this coyote's like ear right here. There's like all these feathers. So you guys might notice like feathers as a sign for when if something is going haywire or something and there's a feather around you, know that means that like it's going haywire for a reason and the universe has a plan to reorient you. Because it's great to have plans. It's great to be organized. It's great to be a hard worker. It's great to kind of rely on what the past has brought you and how the past has brought you up to this point and kind of like what's worked realistically up to this point and kind of keep doing that and working on that. That makes sense. Like it's a very rational way to view it, and it's a good thing. I feel like you guys have really kind of found a method that works for you. The only thing you're worried about is like these surprises that come in and derail you from your plan. Basically, you just have to adapt, follow the detour, and pick up a new plan, right? Because sometimes the universe has plans for us that we don't necessarily have for ourselves, and it doesn't have to be a curse. It can be a blessing, specifically if you guys pick up on that silver lining, because I know you guys see it. That's the thing. I know you see that silver lining. You pay attention to it, but maybe you ignore it. Maybe you start thinking like, oh man, I had this whole plan. It's about like, when you're attached to something, you're attached to a plan going a specific way. So you're working really hard towards it. You're pushing all you got towards it. And then something happens that derails you and you're like, whoa, well, now I can't have that. It's like there's a new direction for you to put your efforts towards is kind of what I'm seeing. And your guides are just saying like, we're throwing these your way. You know, if there's that moment when that wrench gets thrown in your plans, and all of a sudden there's this silver lining of like, oh, I could do this. You know, it's like a brief moment, right? But they're just saying focus on that silver lining, because that's like the link into the next thing you're doing, basically. The next place where you can put that effort, that sustained effort, and make something happen. With don't let your past hold you back with the Empress here in the Six of Clubs, I'm seeing this thing here where with the Empress, this could be something, you could have had some kind of motherly figure in your past that kind of held you back, is what I'm seeing. Or some kind of motherly figure in your past that you struggled to either connect with, or there's also something here about your past, and something about your beauty or your physical appearance could be affected by something in your past. It could even be, these two messages could be combined. Maybe your mother was very overly focused on your appearance or something like that, and they were kind of holding you back from having the self-esteem you needed to keep going in life or something like that. But with the Empress card here, with don't let your past hold you back, there is this vibe of like, almost like your nurturing nature being stifled when you were younger and not receiving that kind of like nurturing energy. I feel like there's also something about in the past, maybe you weren't told you were beautiful enough. And so there's something in the past of like not being told that you were attractive. That could be something that could be an issue, or maybe your mother told you weren't attractive or something like that. Whatever the case, there's something about nurturing energy in your past that's like stifled. And I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe you guys are watching this like, my mom was great. So this is just for those who this resonates with. But what I'm seeing is, whatever the case is, you guys will be able to reclaim your femininity through being responsible in your communications. Clubs are dealing with communication, and the Six deals with a sense of responsibility or a sense of karma. I'm seeing that if you guys speak responsibly, talk responsibly, share information responsibly, you could discover more beauty within yourself. Six of Clubs also talks about intuition, or it can talk about intuition. So I am saying your intuition is linked with your communication. So when you communicate with others, it's almost like when you communicate with others, your communication is linked so intrinsically with your third eye in your mind that it's kind of like your intuition is pointing you to what to say to people, if that makes sense. We see this woman in the Empress with all these stars on her crown chakra, right? I feel like the universe kind of speaks through you guys in your communication. It's like you have the right idea of what to say to people. But with don't let your past hold you back in this Empress, you might have some more negative thoughts that sometimes you feel like releasing out into the world that are not from your intuition. They come from a different place. Not that like releasing negative thoughts or saying like negative things is not the worst thing in the world. I mean, we can do that and stuff. But what I'm seeing here is when you're communicating with others, there's a sense of like, your guides are saying the more responsible you are in your communications with others and how you choose your words carefully, I'm seeing that through that, you actually have this ability to amplify your own physical beauty. Something about communicating responsibly changes the way you look to other people. The way you share words with others changes the way you look to other people. People will start to admire your appearance more. People will start to say you look more beautiful. People will start to say you are gorgeous, you are attractive. It's because if you start using your words in a very responsible way, because what I'm seeing is you probably had someone in your past who did not use words in a responsible way. Specifically for those of you who this resonated with a maternal figure, they did not use words in a responsible way, and they kind of held you back a little bit. So I'm saying that with this communication, your karma in this lifetime, because of that, is to know how it feels on that end and then turn that around and use words responsibly, or learn to take the path of using words responsibly with others. I think I'm going to end the reading there. The little birds outside are chirping, so I think I'm going to wrap it up. yeah, with that said, I'm going to end the reading. And yeah, if you guys like this reading, please like or comment below. If you really resonated with my energy, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, we are moving on to the last group with the Tiffany Stone, Group 4. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.